literal advertisements for a cheating website called
Cheating website. You mean like Ashley Madison?
Ashley Madison.
Yep. How do you not know what Ashley Madison is? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Y'all know what's happening here, right? His wife signed them up for an account on Ashley Madison to find their next bull.
But I try to stay cognizant of not appropriating or like taking too much.
I don't want to appropriate. How do I don't know how to talk anymore. It's so hard to walk on eggshells for you people. Just tell me what to say.
They're forming a line outside of my house as we speak. Not outside of my house, outside of my room, and they're filing outside of the house. And they're gonna be coming through.
What the fuck is he on about right now?
Bitch slapping me. Yeah, and I'm gonna be on my...
He is rock hard right now. This is a fantasy of his. All of the people he made fun of come to his house one at a time that he's made content cops on, bitch slap him, and then he has to watch them fuck his wife. Alright, so Rice Gum comes in, bitch boy, boom, and then he fucks his wife. Yes, this even applies to Tana Mojo. She comes in, bitch slaps him, and then makes his wife eat her box. Lick her clam.
My knees receiving.
And he's on his knees receiving. Why are you doing? But locale Ian Jomha has the cuck himself, iDubbbz, has put out a new video, and he is not happy with its performance. Everybody speculated on what the new video would be. Is it going to be on Ethan? Is it going to be on Israel or Palestine, or is it going to be on Destiny? Is it going to be on this creator or that creator? Everybody, you know, is it going to be on Dad? Is it going to be on the coach? Like, who's he gonna attack this time? It turns out it's on Trump. So we didn't watch it on the channel because I avoid politics like the fucking plague because they're cancer. And I think that influencer politics doesn't do anything to actually move the needle. It's all just there to become a money pit for people. They just create echo chambers, and it's brain rot, and I don't participate in it. I don't really give a fuck about politics, and I don't want to make content on politics. That sounds terrible. So we avoided here. So I avoided that video. But iDubbbz had a little crash out about that video, his performance. Because, spoiler alert, it did not do well. So he had a little crash out on stream about the video's performance, and we're going to see his cope about why it performed bad and see if we can determine where he's lying and how disconnected from reality he is. Plus, it's always entertaining to watch this moron squirm. How far he is falling from being the granddaddy of the internet commentary space that we all enjoy to being one of the biggest locales on the internet. Like, you live long enough to see yourself become the locale, I guess. It's bad. But anyway, iDubbbz copes about his latest video's performance. Here we go. Ian Jomha, begin your wine session now.
You know, some people say things like, "Ugh," they like bitch and moan about it being political, and I said in the Discord, I'm like, dude, like a lot of the videos that people are watching and a lot of the things that people liked about my previous videos were the politics. I just
Nope. Well, maybe the Hassan crowd when you were just repeating their talking points and being their echo chamber, but no one else was watching your content for politics, Chief. No one.
obscured it by talking about surface level drama that made it not seem as political.
Oh, he's getting better with his editing. Jesus.
Couple thoughts straight out the gate. I'm not angry.
This is becoming my favorite locale channel now. This editing is on point.
But I do have a bone to pick with life. So when you let your clothes go for too long in the dryer, something happens where your clothes don't fit like they should. Oh.
Fuck is he talking about laundry? You're a grown man. How do you not know how laundry works? I refuse to believe, well, I guess this is our proof here, that your wife is doing your laundry. Clearly she's not, because you're having to do it yourself, and you suck at it. Wonder if she beats him if he messes up the laundry. Spousal abuse. You shrank my favorite dress, Ian. Now you have to watch me with this big black eye. Sit in the chair. And this isn't a treat. You're not allowed to touch yourself. I know you're going to enjoy it. But you're not going to be allowed to touch yourself. I'm tying you to this chair.
Oh, man. I do not like it. Yeah. Shrinkage. Dude. Oh,
how is he this bad at this?
I was also thinking, I don't think it'll be a subathon, but we were considering doing like a charity stream, specifically something to benefit homeless people, and or just like, to be honest, like we haven't really figured out what the angle is, but like people struggling, like with like food banks going low and stuff like that.
He's no idea what he's doing. He is so desperate to be the white Hassan. Which, by the way, Hassan's already white.
But we're just trying to figure out what the details should be.
He's going to do a video on homeless people and how it operates for homeless people and the struggles they go through, because in a few months he might be one.
And Hannah and I talked a little bit yesterday, and I think we want to do some after stream stuff on occasion. But yeah, we want.
Uh-oh, is he teasing his OnlyFans? Is he teasing his OnlyFans for him and his wife? Might do some after stream stuff, some iDubbbz After Dark. You guys want to subscribe to that?
To watch some movies.
You guys want to see him sit in the cuck chair?
Movies, just a little extra, content for after stream, just for, the dedicated.
For money.
People. That way there's just a little bit more
money.
A little bit more to the legends who've been
money. He wants money.
And subscribing and staying
there it is. It's about money.
Active in the community. I think it'd be fun. Is this on Discord? Yeah, we'll do it on the Discord. We'll start it out real simple. I think the next we'll schedule it for sometime, I think next week. We'll figure out what is maybe a decent day. Maybe on Monday or maybe Tuesday, because that's before my weekend. So we'll watch. I think
before your weekend. What do you mean before your weekend? You don't have a job. You don't have a schedule. You don't have any prior commitments. You can just do this shit whenever. What do you mean before your weekend?
This upcoming Tuesday, next Tuesday, I guess, will be.
Wait, does he have a job now? I don't remember him saying he has a job. I don't believe he has a job.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. We will go on we'll do it on the Discord.
No one wants to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show over Discord. I've done the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We've all seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, okay? Everyone knows the deal with the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That is not a movie you watch because you like the movie. That is not a movie you watch with people on Discord. That is a movie you watch in person, because it is not a movie. It is a fucking experience.
So it won't be public, and we'll just watch that shids. I think you're able to do it that way. You could just,
damn it,
I don't know. I could stream it. I think that's fine. It's private. Feel free to.
So he's admitting he's going to watch copyrighted material. Somebody should record that stream and then try to report him to Discord, because I think that's against Discord TOS. Because you can get DMCA Discord.
Ignore this, but I made a clip. Let me take a look. I mean, I have no reason to not fucking watch this shit. Hell yeah. All right, this is Pedo Troll giving an epic take.
Piling in to see iDubbbz talk about politics again.
5 from up your
God,
soul.
dude.
Hey guys, hey Ian, you guys notice something interesting about
Dude!
It's a good thumbnail.
views?
Title.
4 hours.
Oh my God, that is the worst fight ever. Every animation possible got in my way right there. I've never been so frustrated with Fortnite in my fucking life.
4 hours. Our Dead Highlights channel
Yeah, I'm gonna crash out over a video game for a second, so you can locale me. I don't fucking care. That was just every fucking animation. I'm vaulting, I'm opening doors, and just every weapon ran out of ammo, like everything that could possibly go wrong. I can't believe such simple bunny hopping bullshit was able to beat me in a fight. Ugh. Fuck, I'm bad at this game.
What was it?
There's a difference between me and DSP. I know I'm bad.
He has 20.
Hey, dog.
That's why I don't make gaming content.
We're both going down together. That's
Ethan didn't go down, dude. Ethan didn't go down. And I'm guessing your wife doesn't let you either.
something really to be proud of. What the hell is this shit?
Well, not on her. Maybe on the guy she's making you watch.
I've been
Somebody's got to do the cleanup.
saying for so long that this guy's obsession with views, like it's not helpful for himself to be.
It's always the people with no views who talk about not caring about views. You definitely care about views.
Be this obsessed with views. Like,
how else does the cream pie get cleaned out? Exactly. It's his favorite dessert. What, are we just going to leave it? I mean, it's fresh. I can't just let it go bad.
it's only going to feel worse.
If I don't do it, she might have someone else's child. So, I'm just being responsible.
Like, you got to get, like, fulfillment and purpose elsewhere. Like, it is not.
It's literally his job. This is fulfillment and purpose, and what puts food on his family's table.
It's so bad, dude.
7,000 views in 4 hours on his main channel.
Oof. Give it time.
7 million.
All right, we've given it time. How many views does it have now? It was 7,000 at the time that H3 looked at it. How many views does this dog shit video have now? Oh, it did break 6 figures. It got 113,000, making it so far the lowest watched video on his channel. Yeah, and in all that time, it's still barely broke 100,000. Which sounds like a lot. I would be happy with 100,000. I mean, it's you can still make a living on that. But for a channel with 7 million subscribers, that's not great.
We used to be at 7 million. Listen, I'm not one to talk. I'm not one to point that out.
Again, this is one of those things where, like, I don't even like to comment on it because it's like,
because it looks bad.
It's legit cringe. If you're gonna make fun of other people for their view counts, like, it's always gonna fucking come back to you. Like, it's not about. It shouldn't be about.
How has it come back to him? How has this come back to Ethan? Let's do a little comparison here. You got 113,000 views on your latest video in how long? In 4 days. So almost a week. H3 on his latest episode of the podcast. How many views does he have? If we go back to one that was done a week ago in the same amount of time. So let's see. 4-day-old video. There we go. 4-day-old video he has. Oh, this is just. It's just on the podcast. He got 500,000 views in 4 days. With many episodes still breaking 1 million. I don't think you're ever going to break 1 million again, bud. All right. What about his clips channel? Well, certainly, I mean, he's fallen off. No one's watching the clips anymore either. There's no way that all right, H3 show highlights, and here we go. Highlights. The highlights, he's got a highlights and a clips channel. All right, the highlights channel, 4 days ago, got 10,000 views. Okay, so that one's not doing so well. What about the H3 clips channel? Maybe that's the bigger one. Maybe it's not the highlights. It's the clips. Let's check the clips. Main podcast is doing great. All right, let's see. If we go back 4 days on this one. Not great. I don't think this is an official one. It's only got like 50 views per clips here. Yeah, I think this is a fan-made one. I think the official one is the highlights one, because we'll have a highlights and a clips channel. Okay. I mean, and that might not... Yeah, that one's got the check mark. The clips one doesn't. Okay. So his main channel's getting 500,000 to 1 million views, and his highlights channel's getting, you know, as many as your video here. So, I mean, we can do the math. You really want to do the math, iDubbbz? Really want to do the math?
About that. Either you like what you're putting out or you're fucking ashamed of
I think it's important that the people watching like what you're putting out. Clearly, they ain't liking what you're doing.
it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He's hedonistic. Everything needs to be more, more, more. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why you get fucking caught in the drama shit, and you just, like, keep making it. Like, I didn't want to fucking have a volley back and forth. I mean, that's one of those things.
Because you were losing. You remember, his first video was he wanted to have that volley back and forth. We can go at it. We can play in the mud. We'll play in the mud together. That's what we're destined to do. And then when he lost that exchange, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And by the way, online politics is just drama. It's just drama. It's political drama. That's the way it's treated online. It's the same brain rot, but with figures everyone knows and not just YouTubers know. That's it. That's it. That is all online politics is. You're not stoking change, okay? You're not moving the needle. You're not doing anything other than fattening your wallet with drama based around politicians.
Things as well, right? Like, you just can't, if you're so obsessed with views, it can cloud your judgment in some cases.
His cope for stepping away from Creator Clash 3 was to roll around in the mud with Ethan. Yeah, and then as soon as he got dirty, he noped out.
I'm taking it with a grain of salt. You know, some people say things like, "Fuck," they like bitch and moan about it being political, and I said in the Discord, I'm like,
yeah, clearly your audience doesn't want that. They want the drama because that's what you advertise to them. You know, with your whole Content Cop H3. Like, you were going all in on Hassan's audience for the drama. Hassan's got the politics covered. You were going to be the drama guy, but you failed at it.
Dude, like, a lot of the videos that people are watching and a lot of the things that people liked about my previous videos were the politics.
No, it was the drama. It was the drama and the fact that you were accurate with the stuff you were calling them out on. It was drama. You were a commentary channel. You were the guy that created the commentary fucking format that most channels follow to this day. What videos, what content cops did you make that were about politics? The fuck are you on about? Really? Were there a lot of politics and content cop rice gum? Content cop Tana Mojo? I guess there's the politics behind saying the N-word. Public at her event. Yeah, I guess that's political. Like, Jesus, what is this cope, dude? This is pathetic. And he's doing the song thing. He put the dog behind him. He's probably not gonna be dumb enough to shock the dog, but I want one time where the dog gets up out of the bed and he copies Hassan and he just turns around and Kaya, place.
I just obscured it by talking about surface level drama that made it not seem as political. It's like, oh yeah, this is just like...
So point out what one of the political parts was.
Making fun of this this blonde woman, Tana, for 20 minutes or however long the video was. And it's just like, no, that was like a comment on...
Okay, so what was the politics? Yeah. Comment on what? Sorry, I'll stop pausing.
On speech. And
it was about free speech. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll give him credit there because you did make the point. But did you do that in the? That might have been in the Tana Mojo one, but I feel like you did that more in defense of yourself, saying the N-word F slur than calling out Tana was either all of it's okay or none of it is, and that was the whole reason you said the N-word F slur. So was that not real? Was that just an excuse for you to say the N-word F slur? I mean, I'll give it to you. I agreed with your takes on free speech there. I think that that's the way it should work. Either all of it's okay or none of it is. You know, either we have free speech or we don't. I'm not a free speech absolutist. I don't think you should say things that incite violence and go insane with it. But context should matter. And there's some stuff that should be okay to say.
What people should and shouldn't be saying.
I don't believe that there should be words that we're just not allowed to say no matter what the context is. That's not free speech. Now, you should be able to use those words in a hateful manner. I will clarify, 'cause I'm not a free speech absolutist, which is you should be able to say whatever you want whenever. I'm like, no, there should be limits, but there shouldn't be this word that this group of people is never allowed to say ever, because then you don't have freedom of speech. Tana says the N-word, but he did too. Yeah, and he's trying to make that sound like that was all this big political thing he was doing at the time. He made, to be clear, the amount of politics he talked about regarding that word was one sentence. Either all of it's okay or none of it is. That's it. That was the extent of the political point that he was making. That was the extent of the politics in that fucking video.
It's so fucking obvious. Same thing with the rice gum one. I said that you shouldn't be focused. I didn't overtly say it, but the
Yeah, he didn't actually say it, so now he's coping because there was no political statement in the rice gum one. You can argue the Tana one had the political statement because that's where he said either all of it's okay or none of it is, and he actually mentions free speech. That's it. It was one sentence.
Application, the hidden message in it, which wasn't very hidden, was yes, like I went over, like I just themed it as like 7 deadly sins, and I was like, yes, like we shouldn't be flaunting wealth, like we shouldn't be fucking
how's that political?
Making it rain on a random homeless guy. Like we shouldn't be doing this. Like these are political messages. So when people come in and say like, what the fuck, it's so political, you're trying to do politics now, it's like, what?
Yeah, that didn't come from nowhere, iDubbbz.
Just by saying, like, just by being, like, less, just by essentially hand-holding you before I wasn't being political, but now saying it like it is, that's suddenly political. It's like, fucking chill out. A lot of people like your politics, but it's almost like they're ashamed to see it for what it is. They just want to act above it.
His politics is just parroting whatever Hassan said. That's his politics now. It's called being shitty. It's not a political message. Yeah, well, it is like a political message about capitalism because Hassan taught me all about capitalism and how it's bad. So now retroactively, that's what I was trying to say about rice gum is how capitalism bad. Also, America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Yeah,
we are like one video away from him just going that route. We are one crash out away.
Another good example of this, we don't even have to look at Content Cops, right? There are plenty of other videos.
The Content Cops are the thing you're most famous for. So are you going to tell us there was political... Where was the other political messaging then, if not in the Content Cops? Was it in your bad unboxings? Your Kickstarter craps? You're reviewing Cheez-Its? Which one was it, boss? Which one was it? This ought to be good. I'm going the wrong way.
Videos that have a comment, that make comments on politics. A great example of that is the lottery video. The lottery video.
I don't believe I saw that one. Fine Bros one was anti-Zionist. Yeah, there's Fine Bros. There's fucking Zionist. or that was something about copyright and freedom of expression, or he's gonna, you can put a political spin on anything retroactively and try to say, no, you guys are interpreting my video wrong. But if you didn't say it in the video, it wasn't about that. You're doing that thing that everyone hates where you're just inserting politics into everything and trying to make it sound like everything is politics. You guys just weren't paying attention at the time. Everything is political. I'm not bringing up politics and putting it into stuff. Everything already is politics. You're just not paying attention, guys.
I specifically say in that it is a regressive tax that punishes the poor.
Oh, you're talking about the lottery video. I mean, sure, I guess it's a political message, kind of. But what was the message other than saying the lottery's a scam? That still doesn't sound like a political message. It just sounds like the very base level common take that I think most people know about the lottery at this point, which is, it's a scam. It's just there to exploit poor people and the fact that they're poor. Their desperation to get out of poverty. Oh my God, dude.
People love the lottery video. And it's because I think for a lot of people who are fucking capitalism brained, it allowed them.
There it is. There's the capitalist thing. Yeah, he's just retroactively applying politics to his old videos. How am I surrounded by everybody?
To not, to essentially think that it wasn't a critique of capitalism. But if you're calling it like a, you know, essentially a regressive tax, I still play the lottery video after that. Yeah. There's so many comments that you can, there's so much shit.
He is struggling right now to figure out how to make his old video about politics when it so clearly wasn't about politics. Yeah, well, you could, let's see. Did I cover capitalism? What are the other talking points Hassan gave me? What else can I say about this? He's struggling so hard. I love watching this guy flounder. It's because he knows his new audience hasn't watched the old shit, and he deleted it. So they're not gonna go look up clips or try to find it, and he knows that. He absolutely knows that.
You can pull from a video like that, but because I'm being a little bit more silly, goofy, and I'm pointing at things that are a little bit more absurd, it allows you to be, what is that term? Where you're withholding.
What the fuck? How did I do that much damage? He's still walking. Whatever, dude. Fortnite's so fucking. I gotta stop actually trying. Jesus Christ, this game's just nonsense.
Someone's gonna say in the chat. Fill in the blank. Say my words for me, chat.
Please tell me what to say to make you happy. I'm bad at this. I don't know how to make this political. I don't know what to say. Chat, tell me what to do. Tell me what you want from me. Oh, God, it's so pathetic, dude.
Cognitive dissonance.
What's that mean? Oh, my God.
Thank you. My wife said it. Wait, people...
It didn't even come from chat.
Think you weren't being political in your past videos? I don't think they think that. I think that because it's politics that are very in their face now, it hurts to hear, right?
I don't think they think a thing. I don't want to listen to you say the thing. Chat is giving you the answers. They're just like, no, I don't think that's it.
Because you can have a political thing being fucking spat in your face, but as long as you're using words that don't immediately trigger people, like saying words like fascism, that immediately puts people on the, oh, we're talking politics. But when you rephrase that as something else, like maybe if I said like authoritarianism or a shitty evil guy, it wouldn't immediately register as like, oh, this is partisan politics.
But your old videos didn't overtly say stuff, so they don't register as politics, but they were political? Sorry, I'm still not following here.
So, you know, I may employ that going forward in more of my videos, just so it fucking, just so people, you know, can listen to the substance rather than being like, you said the word misogyny, I'm out. Anise and I are also in the market. Well, we're not in the market yet, but we got a big aquarium. So eventually, I think today, sometime today, we're going to look into modding it for a reptile because we want it.
God damn, his streams are so hard to get through. I get that we're supposed to be getting the raw iDubbbz experience here, because Stoic Chronicles doesn't edit this stuff. He just gives you the relevant clips. But even just the amount of like, just the amount of I don't know what I'm doing in his clips is fucking crazy. Also, Hassan was the one who was trying to convince Ian that his content cops were actually political a few months ago. Yeah, his Daddy Hassan's telling him what to say. He has no brain of his own anymore. Like, I know it was a meme at first. We were all joking about it. I genuinely believe, like, he's got permanent CTE or his brain is broken. It's just broken.
I want it to be front opening rather than, because it's currently a top opening thing, because it's like a like a fish aquarium.
The fuck is he on about?
So yeah, eventually Anissa's gonna get a snitch. Yes, and we're gonna go to a store and get some reptile store of some sort and get a just some advice. What kind of snatch? We don't know yet. That's the beauty of it. We're probably gonna go to some sort of expo or something whenever that happens, whenever it comes to town. Yeah.
What is happening right now?
We'll get something badass but also cute. Oh, Anissa says ball python for sure.
Ball python. I can't. He sets them up so well. Like, is it intentional? Do you want the jokes? I can't with this. I can't.
Interesting. He says that's what I want. But I will say, it's her snake. It ain't my snake.
You want to see her get a ball python and a new snake, huh? I can't. This shit writes itself.
I'll take care of it. Maybe I'll give it a kiss.
No, stop! I can't. The innuendo. I can't.
I ain't gonna fucking... That ain't my project. I'm fine with the dog. Yeah, Anissa and I were talking about that.
The only thing needed for the icing on that innuendo cake was him be like, I don't know. I wouldn't take care of it. I'd prefer to have a bull. Oh, God damn it. Still getting over this cold. Fuck!
The other day, how fucking insane that was. I don't. Some of you might not know about this if you're from not the U.S./Canada, but there were literal advertisements for a cheating website called
Cheating website. You mean like Ashley Madison?
Ashley Madison.
Yep. How do you not know what Ashley Madison is? Oh, crap. Y'all know what's happening here, right? His wife signed them up for an account on Ashley Madison to find their next bull. And he can't stop her. He doesn't like it, but he needs a way to bitch about it without admitting that he doesn't like it himself. Because he can't tell her no. Oh, sweetie, I thought you liked this. Oh, I do. Then why were you complaining about it on stream? No, I was complaining about it because this person did it. Yeah, he's going to blame it on something else now. That's what's about to happen.
Madison. They had billboards of this shit. I saw that with my young, nubile eyes. I saw billboards of a cheating website. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's okay to cheat? Like, this is... We're all talking about cheating like this is a normal thing?
He wants it to be normal so bad. He wants to normal. That's what he's doing. He's trying to normalize it now. Like, you guys understand this is normal, right? Like, this is normal. See? Being a cuck is normal. It's fine.
And a good thing, and that specifically...
See, it's good. Being a cuck and sitting in the chair while your wife cheats on you is good. It's a good thing.
Men cheating with women. Like, that's insane. What?
Oh, men cheating with women is insane. But if my wife is cheating with another dude, though.
What brought up the Ashley Madison?
He didn't bring that one up. He didn't say that.
In his Epstein emails? I'm not sure what brought it up. How's the stink level today? What does that have to do with anything, Crustomer? I'm trying to piece that together. The doggies stink level? Oh, they stink. Sorry, I misread that, Crustomer. They're so...
What's the stink level? No, he's not talking about the dog, dipshit. That was a crack at you. What's your stink level? Because you stinky. And you don't brush your teeth.
Stinky today. 10 out of 10 stink. Well, they're kind of mid. What defines too woke? I mean...
Do you think he knows he's being made fun of, or is he, like, so stupid he can't tell? I genuinely don't know if he knows these are jokes about him and he's just trying to play them off, or if he just literally falls for the bait because he can't tell. See, like, that's how bad, like, his brain is broken, that I genuinely can't tell anymore.
I mean, it's different for everyone. I was thinking the other day, or I was telling Anissa this, like, what's an example of too woke that's just, like, fucking obnoxious? And...
Hassan, Denims, Frogan. I give a few off the top of my head, and you had all of them in your content cop.
I think a good example of it is when you're trying to just have when people are
Oh, he's not going to call anyone out specifically. I was like, let's see who he thinks is a good example.
missing the intention of what's happening. Like, I was referencing something specific.
I mean, people missing the intention of what's happening, like you purposefully missing the intention of the stink comment just now.
Like, oh, that was the time, that was like right before COVID. That's what I was saying. I was like, that's right before COVID. And in my head, the too woke flashed through my brain. And I was like, there's a certain type of person where if they heard me say that that was right before COVID, they would have interrupted me and they would have said, COVID's still happening. And then I'd want to fucking pass away.
Dude.
Because there are people who do that. And it's like, you're like, what are you doing? I didn't say that COVID doesn't exist. I said that was right before this impetus, this event that we all experienced. It's a time thing. Can you not understand the purpose of my words?
Oh, he's watching copyrighted shit. Oh, that's right, because he's on Twitch.
So that would be a great example in my mind of too woke, where it's like you are excited to, like, you know, either morally grandstand or insert something that isn't even...
This is called projection.
What people are talking about, essentially missing the point so that you can make a woke statement. I don't think that has to do with woke, though. I think it does, because the whole purpose of doing that is essentially, like, bringing to the attention of people, like, there are still people dying from COVID. It's still a serious thing. We should still be wearing...
Oh, because Taylor Lorenz has long COVID, and we like her. So we're going to talk about Taylor Lorenz. He won't say it, but that's where this is coming from. Okay, got it.
Wearing masks, which I generally agree with a lot of those statements, but if you're not making that point, if that isn't the discussion, that you know what I meant, exactly. Not in the actual sense, though. Well, I guess I don't know what the actual sense is in that case. Woke is AAV term that became bastardized. Oh, yeah, of course. But I'm talking about, yeah, into shit libbery. Shit libbery. Yes. But wait a minute. You're too woking me right now.
It took him that long. It took him that long to put it together. You can see the wheels turning. The hamster woke up.
You just did it. That's like, you know what my intention is, to talk about the common usage of the word, and then you were like, but actually it's AAVE, and I'm like, yes, I can accept that, I know that, but that is not what we're talking about. That's a different discussion. Get woked on? Was that intentional? You're fucking over-woking me? All right, you guys are gonna fucking make me blow my gasket. This is why saying too woke is bad. No, it's not. It allows me to throw it away. Get woked on, you
It's an out. It allows me to throw the conversation out and dismiss it.
fuckers. Fuck, dude, that's crazy. You just scrambled my brain. I hated coming to that.
Oh my god. This is too... Oh god, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's too... This is why I can't cover the iDubbbz content. It's too fucking easy.
Conclusion. Woke baited.
Your life is everything. You serve all purpose. You should...
Oh my god, dude. There's so much of this stuff, too, that we haven't watched in a while. We can catch up on. We can keep the iDubbbz humiliation ritual going. Stoic Speaking of the iDubbbz humiliation ritual, that was the one from 2 days ago. Stoic compilation, iDubbbz and the humiliation ritual. Oh my god. Well, I gotta watch that one now, just because we segued into it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, the weird fucking appealing to the most historical version of Wolverine is so cringe.
What the fuck is he on about? Marvel's Wolverine is confirmed woke slop. Oh my god, dude.
I hate that argument.
Yes, appealing to the comic book character it's based on.
They just fucking refuse to acknowledge that things change with time.
Wolverine idol.
Mm.
And he
That's true. Yeah, Wolverine
This noise gate isn't picking up everything.
is Canadian, so like he would actually be a feminist king. He would be woke as fuck. Opinion invalid. You haven't read the century-old comic books. You have to be reading the century-old comic books.
It sounds like art teachers, like they're like need a certain amount of art history background before you call yourself.
Look, we can acknowledge things change over time, but also people can point out those changes and tell you why they're bad. If for the majority of the character's life in the comics, the majority of his existence, he's been a certain way, and then suddenly you reboot it to be a completely different way, people can criticize that. That's fine. There are some characters who have been rebooted or evolved over time in ways that seem natural, like Superman. Back in his original form, he had crazy powers, like being able to shoot mini versions of himself out of his hands or fix things with rainbows. He was just all over the place. So rebooting him as to something that has confined rules and a personality saved the character. Same thing with Batman. That's why 60s Batman is so campy and out and wild and holy rusted metal Batman. And he's, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. And it's so corny. He had all kinds of crazy shit. Because those comics are that old and the world around them changed and they evolved in natural ways. But since they rebooted the character to give him a defined backstory and a defined character, he's pretty much stayed the same, even as the world around him changed. Because now you've solidified him as a character and not like just this representation of something, which is what Batman and Superman kind of were back in the day, just representations of something. Oh my god, I cannot win a gunfight to save my fucking life today.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people redirect with a certain amount of history.
Like the way his content evolved to throw his career and reputation away. Yes, correct. See? Evolution. Things change. Not always for the better.
Or he
Yeah, and he's just saying that he's sounding like an art history teacher where you need to have a certain amount of centuries under your belt before you can call yourself an artist
Underrated run that is
or
great.
appreciate art. Someone has
Yeah, you have to go to school to appreciate art. You guys just don't get it. I've been to school for it. Jesus fucking Christ.
someone was in the chat with some a really fucking bad take. It got nuked straight away, but they're like, if you don't think fentanyl is poison, why don't you take fentanyl? It's like, if I was prescribed some fent,
That's not a bad take. That's just logic. Yeah, fentanyl is poison. Why don't you take fentanyl?
I would take it.
Prove it. If I was what, I would take it?
Why don't you take fentanyl? It's like, if I was prescribed some fent, I would take it.
I think he just issued a challenge to his doctor. Please let him get prescribed. Well, he'd never admit if he got prescribed it or not.
What are you talking about? That is not the own you think it is. They can't let socialist countries succeed. It ruins the narrative. It's crazy, too, because they control the entire narrative. They say whatever the fuck they want. But obviously, all the movement around it, it's like, what the fuck? If it's such a guaranteed failure of a country, why are you going so hard? It's like, sounds like you're kind of fucking scared.
Socialism has been proven to fail time and time again. Venezuela is the blueprint. And the few socialist countries that succeed do so because they run kind of a socialist hybrid system, very similar to what we have. They just call themselves socialists, but capitalism runs their economy and their government is socialist. They're not a purely socialist country. Just like we're not purely capitalist. We have some socialist programs like Social Security, food stamps, welfare, etc. Yeah, hybrid countries are the ones that succeed. The ones that are purely communist fall, and the ones that are purely socialist fail. That's how it's worked traditionally, and I've yet to see anyone prove otherwise.
Sort of socialism taking over the narrative. Him acting as well like he is being.
So it's just going to be bad take after bad take. Humiliation ritual compilation is on point.
Reasonable by saying like, I'm not going to shit on every aspect of the game. It's like, yeah, because you'd be fucking.
Oh, we're still on the Marvel's Wolverine is confirmed woke slop. Actually, that might be a video I watch. Who is this for? Who is this from? Ranting for Vengeance? Okay, I'm going to have to look that one up. We may actually add that to the list tomorrow, because this will be our last video for tonight.
Stupid too. Yes. It would mean that you're literally fucking brain dead if you just blindly hated every aspect of a game that has fucking, millions of dollars spent on it. I'm confused about what he exactly wants.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like they're blindly hating it. I mean, I haven't seen this video, so I don't know. Like, we'll watch it tomorrow and find out, does this guy actually have a point, or is this like a grift? I have a feeling it's a grift. Him criticizing the video isn't the problem I'm having. It's the way he's criticizing it that he's just wrong on. I mean, I doubt Wolverine's been made into woke slop. I've seen trailers for the Wolverine game, and it looks like they're pretty faithful to Wolverine. I mean, he's ripping guys to shreds and shit. So, trying to figure out how they made it woke slop. Does it have a gay person or a black woman in it and they're just going to the extreme? Or did they actually change something and this guy has some information? It'll be fun to watch, so we'll find out. But he's not pointing out any of the game's content. He's just again, floundering with bad opinions.
From the game?
Right message, wrong messenger is, I think, what we have a case of here.
Virtue signaling? He wants it to virtue signal to whatever he particularly fucks with. I don't know what you'd call it. A few inches? Whoa!
Oh, that's what he likes. A few inches. What would I call date night with my wife? A few inches, and it's woke slop because it's a few black inches.
Oh!
Like. Yeah, probably the same people who called Spider-Man 2 woke for having a single gay person in the game for like 5 seconds. I figured... See, this is how you could tell when that shit's blown out of proportion. Because I figured that one was blown out of proportion, but I didn't say anything about it at the time because I kept hearing that everywhere, and I heard it come up in some reviews and stuff, and... Normally, I take that woke shit with a grain of salt because everything's woke now, and people go to extremes with it. So I was like, is it though? I never played Spider-Man 2. I'm still waiting for it to come to PlayStation Plus. I still haven't played the Miles Morales one either, and that one's on PlayStation Plus. I just haven't had time to sit down and play those games. But I need to play it to see if it's actually woke, so I didn't want to comment on it. But the way you could tell if it's fake or not is because after the game is released and after it's been out for a while, if the game is successful and people stop talking about it, they were just grifting. It's not quote-unquote woke slop. If the game fails and it goes down in history as being hated for being woke slop and it makes it into every review and the reception to the game reflects the reviews and the general population agrees with it, the people who aren't plugged into YouTube and aren't watching those reviews. A good example of that is Dragon Age Veilguard. Because that game had top surgery scars in it. The woke stuff was pretty apparent in that game. So the game's sales and the game's failure reflected the fact that the reviews were being honest. But then Spider-Man comes out, and it's got good reviews on Steam. People seem to like it. It's doing good sales-wise. It doesn't seem to be a bad game. And you don't hear anybody talking about it or referencing it as being woke anymore now that the game is done. People still reference Veilguard for being woke. Because it was, but no one no one uses Spider-Man as their go-to woke game. See, go woke, go broke game, because they didn't go broke and it wasn't woke. So, unfortunately, there's no way to tell until the game comes out. So we won't really know until Wolverine comes out how the reception is to it. But I'll have to watch that video. We'll watch that video tomorrow and see do we agree that it's woke, or is this just another, hey, they put one gay character in here and the gay character may actually be from the comics, like it might have been in Spider-Man. Because I think that was the case with one of the DC games or one of the DC movies. They put a gay character in the background or something, or there was a character who was, gay and did like one gay thing, and they really weren't like part of the plot. But then you find out in the comics that they actually were gay, that character does exist, and they were just put in there as a cameo.
Okay. Big gifted subs. Thank you so much, Zavatno. That's 10 gifted. Okay. This is good news. This is good news.
Wow, somebody gifted him 10 subs. God, stop giving him money so I have to go work at IHOP or Denny's. Yeah, he'll probably get a job at Denny's. Like, that's his dream job, I think. If he can't do content creation, the dream job is Denny's.
On the right track here with this format.
Also, if anybody wants to gift me 10 subs so I can rub it in iDubbbz face, that would be awesome right now.
That's what I'm reading from this Zavatno. We are up. I try to stay cognizant of not appropriating or like taking too much. Like
I don't want to appropriate. How do I don't know how to talk anymore. It's so hard to walk on eggshells for you people. Just tell me what to say. Tell me what you want me to say. I don't want you to get mad at me like you did Cruel World Happy Mind. She made a video for you guys and you called her out for not saying the word genocide. I want to make sure I use the appropriate approved verbiage.
A vernacular that I am not.
While I'm making my woke slop video. Because my content is woke slop now.
Like, I don't say myself. Because you can say we up in the same way you could say a lot of other things. But I just don't know if that is my style. I like giving it my sort of like white guy spin. Like, I like the idea of
tread lightly here, Ian. Careful.
saying, instead of saying we up, we are up.
Wait, how is that a bad term? Like, why are you scared to say that one? Why are we... Am I missing something? What the fuck does we up mean?
But yeah, maybe I'll make a button on here.
Why is he walking on eggshells around that term?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That is, we are up. We are up.
Oh, because it's said in Ebonics. Because it's not a... Okay, because it's not a complete sentence and it sounds like you're... Well, that's offensive to black people. You're trying to say that it sounds ignorant? Or that it sounds like it could be offensive? How could that be offensive unless you're applying something to it that... I think that's a you thing, man. I think I get what he's trying to say is that, oh, it sounds black. It sounds Ebonics. That's the way a black person would say it. But he's scared to say that. But that's what he's thinking.
I'm going to put that in my notes. That's another thing that I need to start doing. As part of the structure, you still got the snark alert?
To actually put some fucking effort into this shit? Yeah, maybe you should do that.
Of course. If anyone starts snarking in my chat.
Alert, alert, they have snark brain.
But I still need to have a visual.
Was that him or was that Stoic Chronicles, the soundbite? And you want the snarkers in your chat because they're the only audience you have left.
To go with it. Yeah, we need to have a rotisserie. Dude, I need to get these. I need to get some sort of button that controls the lights in the background. That way.
You can't afford that. Just get the clapper. It's the only thing that you can afford. You can't afford smart home lighting. You're on the risk of not having a home to put your lighting in.
We can have like a cool little animation. The light will turn on, and then maybe it'll make a steam effect happen. A little transparent steam effect.
But then where would you put your dog? That sounds like it would be bad for the dog. Have it sitting in steam over there. You're gonna put your dog in a sauna? Well, I mean, Hassan shocks his dog. I guess you can burn yours.
So it looks like we're cooking the rotisserie.
Cook the dog.
Dude, that's taking the dog electrocution joke to the next level.
Oh, he put 2 and 2 together on it. He figured it out.
Holy shit.
He always falls for the trap first and then figures it out in real time. It's so great.
Dude. It is so crazy. Go outside. Go talk to people. Say this shit around normal people. See how long you're standing upright. You're going to be flatlined. No
one's gonna care. No one's gonna care. If you went out into the real world and said the shit that he's saying about Wolverine to regular people, no one's going to care. But if we took you out into the real world and had you say the shit that you say in front of regular people, well, they might care. Go talk about Palestine and all that bullshit out in the real world and stop doing it on the internet. And I guarantee you're going to get a much different response. If this guy goes out and just starts complaining, Wolverine is woke, no one's going to give a shit. No one's going to give a shit. Just no one's going to care. No one's going to care.
A fucking loser. Like, you can only get away with doing this loser shit in your dimly lit bedroom. Like, you cannot. Why am I perpetually single?
Again, with the projection.
Why? Why won't women talk to me? Why? Why would he save that for 60% into the video? Yeah, it's so... There's also no soul behind it. Typically, when incels have a little fucking little freak out like this, you're like, oh, that's maybe coming from like a bad experience or something, perhaps. But this is like, he's like fucking completely emotionless. Okay, I'm gonna say this for the people in the back. Everything is political. Art is political. Sorry.
Isn't in the last video, he didn't I point that out, how this is where his brain is at? Everything is politics. And he's retroactively applying it to his old videos and shit. Yeah, you can say everything is politics. So, of course, I've always been talking about politics, guys. Everything is politics. Well, by your logic, everybody is talking about politics all the time. So everything is politics then. So, you know, you can't make fun of anyone else's content for not being political enough when everything's politics.
Sorry, it's everything. You can't escape it. I know you'd like to think that your precious, a certain piece of media that was created that you love was never political. It's always political. Always.
Please tell me the politics in Bluey. Please tell me the politics. Oh, well, I was going to say Dora the Explorer, but I guess immigration, right?
I'm gonna
What was the politics in Mr. Rogers?
walk around my bedroom in a diaper, and I'm gonna be slinging poop at the walls. That's gonna be the humiliation ritual.
No, that's his date night. It's gonna be his next fetish. He's gonna sit in the cuck chair in a diaper and throw poop at the wall until he's told to come over there and clean up that cream pie.
What's the ritual? You just heard it, Misaki. I'm going to... Here, I'll tell you what the humiliation ritual is. There will be a line of people that I've done videos about, content cops or whatever, even just mentioning them in passing. They're forming a line outside of my house as we speak. Not outside of my house, outside of my room, and they're filing outside of the house. And they're going to be coming through...
What the fuck is he on about right now?
Bitch slapping me. Yeah, and I'm going to be on my...
He is rock hard right now. This is a fantasy of his. All of the people he made fun of come to his house one at a time that he's made content cops on, bitch slap him, and then he has to watch them fuck his wife. All right, so Rice Gum comes in, bitch boy, boom, and then he fucks his wife. Yes, this even applies to Tana Mojo. She comes in, bitch slaps him, and then makes his wife eat her box. Lick her clam.
My knees receiving.
And he's on his knees receiving. Why are you doing? So much projection right now. This is what he already does with those bulls. Now he just wants to do it with creators that he made fun of. It's what I deserve.
The bitch slap. 2.9k unironic likes, by the way. Good grief. I will say, though, I do not think, even amongst
the boy who cried woke,
the most apathetic, like, loser crowds on the internet, I do not think that this is a common thought. I do not think people will die on the hill as hard as this guy's dying on the hill.
I think that I'm the one I think has gotten... I'm more extreme than Ian, where I'm, like, pretty anti-capitalist. I hate landlords. I hate the system that we're in. Like, I think the reason why I really like the charity boxing event is because at least we can, like...
Woo! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, how I pulled that victory out of my ass. I was just stacking health on health. I know this guy's pissed. Oh, yeah. All right, that's a good one to end on. This video is... No, it's only about half done. We keep going then. Fucking got the nightly win. Let's go.
Find ways to give money to people who actually need it rather than like...
Translation, me and iDubbbz. Please, we actually need it, Hassan. Please.
Just being... I think what really made me mad about boxing events in the past is that it's rich
They didn't give the money to us, and we really need it.
assholes betting their money to make money to like have people that are struggling to like make ends meet and pay rent watch them do it, and then they'll go home and like have a lot of money.
I'm surprised that we
By the way, we're keeping 35%.
don't see being a landlord as completely unethical, like in every way. And I just want, you know, if any of y'all are either in the business of landlording or you are the victim,
Landlord.
or you're educated, I'd like to hear your like some sort of rebuttal or devil's advocate on it, because I'm really struggling at this point in my life to, like, if you have the money basically to own a home, and you're not just owning your own personal home or even your personal home and then a vacation home, whatever. I'll limit it
So all things he wishes he could do.
to houses. If you have like a real valid reason to be doing that, let me know, because I feel like I haven't heard fucking anything other than like, be the change you want to see in the world. If you don't like landlords, be a good landlord.
Oh yeah, I hate that one.
Because that is just such a fucking, like, it's just not the reality. If you're going down that route, you don't fucking...
If
like,
you're holding a resource over somebody else's head that they need to like have
Yeah.
a comfortable life, you're not being a good landlord.
a good landlord is basically like holding someone's...
I mean, how do you be a good landlord? You're not holding the place they live over their head. You're charging them rent to stay there. And look, I'm not defending landlords. There are a lot of shitty ones out there. But if he's going to make the point that there's a way to be a good one, and he's trying to explain what that is, and you need to tell what that is. There are ways to be a good landlord. The way to be a good landlord is to keep up your end of the bargain and do your job. Charge a reasonable price for rent, maintain the property, and actually show up and, you know, keep it in a livable state and be there for your tenants. And don't raise their rent every time they re-sign their lease. You know, find an acceptable profit margin and, you know, try to provide that suitable housing for people. Problem with most landlords is they overcharge for rent. Maintenance never shows up. They don't hold their end of the contract because they know people aren't going to take them to court. And then they just keep pricing people out of the home so that they have to move out, and they get to start over with a new tenant at a new price point that they can then keep raising until they move out and rinse and repeat that process. That's bad landlording. But there is a good way to do it. He just doesn't know what that is. And he's not going to say it.
hand so that they could eventually own that property.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good landlord.
I guess that's the exception that I'll make. If you are someone who owns like a second home and you have somebody who's renting and you put, you're basically like putting away that money as like a down payment, or at least a chunk of it as a down payment to the house to eventually just give to them.
Yeah. But why? Man, it's always the same.
So you're putting away the money you're making off of them to just give to them. So give away your home for free. Okay.
fucking never bother to even bring up specifically what they don't like about the feminism or the wokeness, whatever that means. I think in this case, that's like, I don't know, like a dog whistle for racism. There were times in high school when...
Yeah, we're going to have to watch that video tomorrow to see how bad his takes are there. I mean, they sound very generic.
And I would be in class and my fucking stomach would be killing me. I like, it would be so bad, especially if you're like taking a test or the fucking teacher's an asshole. Like, and they have like limited fucking bathroom passes or whatever. Like, people, like the classes that had bathroom passes, you could basically guarantee that someone's gonna have the bathroom pass every minute of the fucking, or every 5 minutes of the class. So if
teachers could just not give out the bathroom pass. I mean, my classes had bathroom passes and the teachers would be like, no bathroom passes for the next blah 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 time. Like they would make sure that like this is the window for when the bathroom pass is available, and this is when it's not.
If you miss it, like, it's a weird thing as well because it gets placed somewhere in the classroom. Like, it's just whoever's like fucking closest to it can go and fucking snag that shit. And it's like, I got a fucking bathroom emergency going on. So I would just be sitting there fucking.
Oh, is this the story about how he first started pooping his pants? He still does. What's your excuse as an adult? Does your wife not give you the bathroom pass?
Like, writhing in my seat like in hell. I think I usually just end up fucking
Pooping your pants?
doing it, shitting in between periods,
Shitting his pants.
basically. I mean, to be honest, like knowing now how much high school doesn't matter and how much self-respect
Oh God, he's one of those. High school does matter. School definitely matters. And no, it's not about what you learn in high school. You want me to tell you why high school matters? Because this dipshit isn't going to? Yeah, a lot of the stuff you learn in high school might not apply to the real world. Here's the thing in high school that does apply to the real world and why it matters. You need the diploma. Because high school is life's first obstacle. And it speaks to you as a person and to your character if the very first obstacle life threw at you as an adult, as your entry into adulthood, if you couldn't complete the first obstacle, the first task that life gave you, if you couldn't hack that, why should any job in the real world think that you're going to be dedicated to it or be able to handle being an adult and having a job if you couldn't handle high school? If you couldn't finish high school, you couldn't handle the very first fucking obstacle that life threw at you, then you're not going to be able to handle this job. And that's just the truth. That's why it matters. Yeah, you might not actually, the actual like information you learn might not matter, but the act of finishing matters.
I should have had. I should have fucking always gotten up and just fucking chat. But I don't know. I don't know if I was afraid of causing a scene or getting in trouble. I guess I just was afraid of the negative attention that would come out of me being like, it's an emergency. telling your class like it's an emergency, not good. I would just stand up.
Why not? People understand what that means. What do you mean? Kids used to say it in my class all the time. Have times has changed since I've been in high school? Like you saying, it's an emergency. Everybody go, it's a bathroom emergency. It's biological functions are telling him he has to go right now. What a dweeb. What a fucking cock. I don't think that's happening to anybody. The fuck are you on about? Like, people understand what an emergency is. If anything, it makes the teacher look bad. If the student's about to fucking shit his pants and telling you it's an emergency and the teacher's like, I don't believe you. And then he shits his pants. I feel like that would fall more on the teacher and the class would be probably more understanding. It's just gonna make the teacher look bad. I don't, what does this take? Is it, I got any high schoolers in chat or anyone who's, finished high school recently enough to remember this? Is it just to tell me, has this changed?
Up and leave class if the teacher rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, I had that vibe during college. Once I was in college, like it all clicked. I was like, oh, wait a minute. We're all actually just meant to be adults, and they made me feel like
Yes, because college is optional. It's not one of life's goals. It's something you're paying for. And if you want to squander the money you're paying to skip school, college isn't going to punish you for skipping school. They don't care. They don't care. This isn't one of life's obstacles. This is one of life's choices. That's the difference. No, high school doesn't treat you like an adult or expect you to be an adult because you're not an adult yet. This is how you learn to be an adult. That's what they're doing. They're training you for adulthood. That's the purpose of high school. It's not the information you learn. I mean, you should learn the basics there, but that's not the real reason. The real purpose behind high school and why it's not worthless is that it's training you for adulthood. And if you fail adulthood's basic training, then no, you shouldn't get a job. Like, you should have to go back to school and finish.
I was still a child in high school. Do you get horribly gassy? No, I wouldn't say so. I have a lot of
He just shits himself.
release valves. Also, if you're
One of the valves is released into his pants. He just releases the valve entirely. Just empty it all out. I don't get gassy. I just dump it all out. Just dump it all at once. Just hit the eject button.
a lost person in general and you don't know what you want to do with your life, and also it's just difficult. It's difficult to be alive. You can
I bet it's difficult for him to be alive. This sounds like a cry for help. I almost feel bad making fun of this one. But also, fuck iDubbbz.
very easily get kind of persuaded into this idea of like, oh, well, like I know how to.
You know how to what, iDubbbz? Oh shit, he's realizing that he kind of revealed too much right there. A little TMI.
Clean up after myself in the home. Like maybe this is like a good way to live. Maybe this will be more peaceful for me. It's not. It's fucking hell. You don't want to be a slave
To your wife.
in the home.
Yeah, he kind of said the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Anissa is baking today. Apparently last night I was working on my video late into the evening. Anissa comes in and she's like, what did she say? She said some shit like
How do I put this in a way that won't get me into trouble?
that is the best cake I have ever eaten. I don't even think I made that.
Why did he just ignore the other guy? Oh, because it's an NPC. God damn it.
Soft cloud sponge.
It's like biting into the softest cloud sponge birthday cake.
Yeah, it's the most birthday.
Why are you putting this in air quotes?
Delicious. The most
Delicious.
birthday cake flavor thing she'd ever have. I was like, all right, too bad I can't fucking eat it. We
That might be the only honest thing he said all stream.
have Sweeney movie flop. Okay, I'm actually really interested in the Sweeney movie flopping. It's not Sweeney Todd, it's Sydney Sweeney. She did her thing where she was just gonna do a run-of-the-mill press tour and be like, no, the fucking... People do really good Sydney Sweeney impressions. I've seen it all over TikTok. And she has a really interesting quality to the way she speaks. It's very iconic.
I wish my wife were like Sydney Sweeney.
But the content of what she's saying, not good. The vocal fry, it's like such extreme vocal fry and non-effort. I'm like, does this woman have any like enthusiasm ever? I mean, I haven't watched her in any of the films, so I'm sure she has enthusiasm, but the impressions have been getting me, man.
He really wants Sydney Sweeney to see this and give him a chance, but he can't outright say it. That's what's happening here. Sydney Sweeney, if you're watching, please save me. Save me from Anissa. Please save me.
And the airhead racist? Yeah, basically. I saw Hassan
Airhead racist. You guys know she's reading a script, right? She's just getting paid to say things, and then she says things.
have a take on it where he was just like, yeah, I think she's just dumb. He wasn't like, denying that it's a racist thing to say. I do think there's a lot to, like, she has not put the thought into it, and I think there's a lot of just conservative-minded people in general that are just, it doesn't even register, I think, as a real issue that some people are, like, genuinely concerned about. It almost comes from a thought of, like, no, I just think everyone's lying, so I'm not gonna fucking give this the time of day. This is bullshit. Everyone's faking it. They're faking the concern, that is. I think they probably...
This is all projection. This is all projection. In his bacon brownies in his pants. He's got a regular fudge factory down there.
think that people are concerned trolling. You got some pointy cauliflower ear? That would be a good variation. Like, if you want, like, a UFC fighter or wrestler, generic wrestler Halloween costume, make these fucking attachments, make them cauliflower ear. Like, that's a good...
He got copyright struck on that song. He had to mute it. And that is YouTube's best tool, is the ability to erase a song after you get struck. That's why I think it's great to record these segments, doing them as a live stream first instead of just making videos, because then if the VOD gets flagged, then I know to edit that out when I make the VOD. So then the VOD doesn't get flagged, and I can get my, I can get the best version of my VOD up without this muffled audio, because it does muffle the audio when it happens. That's how I could tell. And two, I get my full monetization. I don't have to wait for them to release stuff and try to fight for my money when I finally get monetized and get, video revenue, ad revenue, not just super chats. By the way, thanks for the super chats.
I feel like it's like a really easy thing to do. They're already making these things. Just make a really fucked up one. The UFC Keebler Elf. Dude, have you guys seen this? I don't know where I first saw it, but someone was trying to give themselves cauliflower ear by slamming their ear in between a couple of things, hard things.
Oh, that's something that iDubbbz is doing. Yeah, so that's a trick that Twitch streamers do, because Twitch doesn't give a fuck about copyright, is they'll play copyrighted music while they stream now. That's why he's got the playlist in the corner of the video. That's what happened. Is they play copyrighted music while they stream because they think that it'll make them harder to clip. Because they think, oh, well, now they can't clip me and put me on YouTube because they'll get flagged. So people won't clip me if they think that they're not going to make any money off of me. They don't understand that on YouTube, you just click a button and it erases the song so you can still put it up. They're retarded.
Things. I saw that same shit. It's so fucking gross. It's painful. It's gross. It makes you have cauliflower ear. It doesn't look good. And also, you can't even say that you have it because you're about it. That's like the worst form of peacocking. You're like, yeah, I have the thing that gives indication that I can fight or wrestle, but you can't wrestle at all. Like, someone would think that your
Is this what happened with you in boxing?
power level is super high. And
This is why he doesn't want to box anymore.
they'd be prepared to knock your ass out. Battle scars without the battle, classic. I mean, in fairness, that's exactly what my tooth is, right? That's a battle scar without the battle.
No, it's not. It was just a bad life choice. I guess life is the battle for you, huh?
I didn't go through tooth trauma. I didn't fucking lose a tooth because I was battling someone. So I'm not really one to talk.
You think
cauliflower ear doesn't.
You think he got in a fight with his wife's bull the very first time he was trying to be a cuck, and that's how it happened? And then he was just like, I'm not going to win these fights. I better just let her do it. That's how he came to terms with it. You think that's what happened? You think that's how he lost the tooth?
Look as fucking cool as a gold tooth. I think mine's from being crushed into the mat too much. I was always curious why it happens. Like, do you specifically have to be kind of irresponsible in your wrestling to get cauliflower ear? And when I say irresponsible, I basically mean
Why don't you Google shit? Why don't you just look this shit up? Why are you doing this?
if you're feeling your shit getting into the mat or into something, is it considered wimpy shit to be like, hey guys, my fucking ear, can we not? But yeah, everyone's saying fucking wrestling or BJJ. This person...
BJJ. That was too easy.
Person says, which I like, it's kind of fun. Football.
Let's see how long it takes him to realize he's being trolled again.
Concussions. Hockey. Summer teeth and occasional severed arteries. Wrestling and boxing. Cauliflower ears. What the fuck? Do not include boxing in that.
There it is. He figured it out.
I've met a lot of boxers. No cauliflower ear.
Your life is everything. You serve all.
Oh my god. I may have to do a whole iDubbbz stream one night. These Stoic compilations are getting better. I didn't watch him for a while because he included the N-word in one of them, but they're getting better. I think he's getting better with his editing. He's realizing that people reacting to it is the best reason to do it. So you need to make sure that they are reactable. Oh, get along. Everything he says is just like so on the nose and obvious. He's so easily trolled. I think the best part is watching him like figure out in real time that the chatter isn't a real chatter and they're trolling him. Oh, that never gets old. Fuck me. Well, that's gonna do it for the iDubbbz check-in segment. Good compilation. Good humiliation ritual. Leave your comments or best jokes about iDubbbz. Yeah, let's do a contest in the chat. Let's do a contest in the comments of this VOD. And if you guys are watching the VOD, we do these live streams every night at midnight. So, midnight Eastern. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see the live streams and become part of the humiliation ritual. Or, if you want to see the full VODs and can't make the live streams because not every segment gets made into a VOD, consider becoming a channel member so that channel members get access to full VODs. But let's do a contest in the chat. Everybody put your best iDubbbz joke in the comments, and on my next stream we'll read the comments and see my next stream after this VOD gets posted, we'll read the comments and see vote with chat on whose joke was the best. Anyways, thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you wonderful witches in the next one. Peace.